Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bethany Empowers Tarot. I'm Bethany and we are going to do a love and relationship or love and romance reading today. I'm going to do it in do singles, couples, and situationships like I've done before. So each of the sections will be timestamped in the description so that you can find whichever you are watching for. So I'm also going to do it as mostly looking at the other person's energy and seeing where they're at. And so if you choose a pile and it doesn't sound like your person or the person you're thinking about, or it just doesn't resonate for you, the message might not be for you. You can try watching a different pile, or maybe just this time there's no messages for you. So, it's a general reading, so sometimes that will happen. Trust your intuition, trust your gut, and yeah, just take again what feels like it's landing for you, what's feeling relevant in your body and for your situation. So I'm going to start with my singles. And so I have the question I'm looking at today is what's the next milestone in this relationship? So for my singles, you can have someone specific in mind. So maybe you want to pursue someone or you have a crush on somebody, right? So you might have someone specific, but because you're single and you're not committed to anybody, you're not in a relationship, you're not in a situationship, then, or maybe you are, but you still consider yourself single. So maybe you could watch this one and the situationship. I don't know. Whatever, every situation is going to be different, or every person's situation. So, but this could also represent the next person coming in for you. And so we are going to get some timeline questions here. What can we expect? Within what time frame is something going to be happening? We're going to do that last. So I'm going to put that to the side. And then we will do tarot as well, but I already selected some oracle cards to get started. Otherwise, these would be really, really long readings. And I love using different decks because they feed off of each other and they complement each other. I don't know why I'm doing this, but it just looks very satisfying to do right now. Okay, so I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different decks. This is actually a tarot deck. It's my Lover's Path Tarot. Anyways, so we're tapping into the person you're thinking about, or the next person for you singles who's coming into your life that is going to have a significant impact on you in love and romance. So this is about their energy specifically. Your energy may come through when we do the tarot, but I'm looking at their energy specifically. All right, we have the Queen, the Alchemist, and the Saboteur. Ooh, interesting. Okay, I don't know how I want to do this. We have new life and higher power, finances, changing your mind. So this might be a significant moon phase for you, last quarter moon in Capricorn. So look out for that when there's a last quarter moon in Capricorn. That could have a significance for when something might happen with this connection, or it could just represent Capricorn, or just the energy which is leaving the past behind. Okay. We have the King of Swords, the King of Arrows, the Six of Cups. It's funny because we have the Six of Cups and then we have here past life relationship. Look at this deception. That's the saboteur energy for sure. We have chemistry, past life relationship, and deception. So immediately what I'm getting, I'm going to put these to the side because I don't want to overlap, but I will talk about them. Actually, I'm just going to do that because I feel like these are significant together. Chemistry, chemistry goes with alchemist, to be honest. Right? Because that's what alchemists are. It's basically alchemical reactions, right? She's being a chemist right now. So there's something. So, okay, what am I getting? Hold on. Somebody's making a decision or needing to make a decision because we have changing your mind, right? With the King of Swords. That is definitely similar. This is also Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, but it doesn't have to be. And with the leaving, so changing your mind, leave the past behind. Someone is being guided with their higher power to start something new, to like go in a new direction. So that could be, I mean, this could be about leaving a relationship that you're in currently, or this person, you know, is leaving a I mean, we're talking about the other person. So with the queen energy, they might be in their feminine energy, or they are feeling the feminine energy in the connection very strongly, or they are feeling guided by that energy very strongly, or they could have this queen energy in their life that is sabotaging something. With the past life relationship and the Six of Cups, this is like a past life soulmate. So I do feel like someone is turning their back on something, right? Like changing their mind about a direction they were going and deciding to go in a different direction because perhaps they met a past life soulmate. You've known each other before. With the higher power and the new life, like that is like something brand new, but it's something new, but it's also something like you can't explain it. With the higher power, it's like you cannot explain the chemistry, you cannot explain the alchemical reaction that's happening. There's transformation happening. They feel a strong pull towards you, and you possibly towards them, or this will happen when you guys meet. But what's this deception card and the saboteur? This is something I feel like they have to overcome. I feel like the deception card is them deceiving themselves about where they've sabotaged themselves in past relationships or in love and romance in general. It's with the finances card. Finances feels like root chakra energy. So they could have, this could be, you know, how we do one thing is how we do all things. So they could have something to do with like their finances. I mean, maybe they're closing out. So like say they're going through a divorce, or they're closing out a long-term relationship where they had like finances tied to another person. Um, Perhaps they allowed that to sabotage what they actually wanted. And it wasn't until somebody stepped in, or they had this connection, this like undeniable connection with somebody, with you. I'm saying somebody, but it's like we're talking about you. This is how they're going to feel, or how they already feel. That they were like, this is my new path. This person is my new path. I'm being guided to change something in my life because of this person. And so the King of Arrows, the King of Swords, can also be about a divorce or legal matters, or just being also emotionally detached. So they're emotionally detaching themselves from their past, right? Leave the past behind, which is probably another relationship, whether they are still in that relationship or not. Could just be there. They have finances tied to it. I also think they're really good at, I mean, maybe they're a people pleaser with the deception card. Maybe they wear masks in order to please other people, and that sabotages what they actually desire. But that is, it feels like they're doing a complete 360, where the transformation that's happening is like because of the strong magnetic connection that this person feels towards the queen energy, or just this past life soulmate energy. It's like only this type of energy could have brought this person to take off their mask and realize what they were doing. Yeah, that feels complete there for me. I'm going to get the tarot out now and see what else is coming through. Where do I want to put this? Just put it right there. Okay. So what else can you tell me about this person and the next milestone, or what is happening in this connection, whether you know this person? Yeah, clarity and truth. Yeah, see, a decision, a conversation, truth and clarity about what they want to invest in long term. That's the 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Coins. So the aces are gifts being given from the universe. So it's like an opportunity, a gift. Yeah, the Devil card, the Chariot, the Page of Cups. The Devil is Capricorn, so that could represent Capricorn season. We are in Capricorn season, where this person could have Capricorn in their chart, or you could. The Chariot means accomplishment, moving forward. And the Page of Cups can represent friendship or a small offer. This is also Cancer energy. Or being ready to start over is what I'm hearing. Yeah, Temperance. There's that alchemical balance again, the emotional balance. That's Sagittarius energy as well. This could have started in Sagittarius season. This change, this process. Yeah, that's what it feels like to me. So it could have been like Cancer. This to me feels like past energy or like timeline energy, where it was like Cancer season. There was movement. Then there was like in between Cancer and Sagittarius season, there was like a small shift in emotions and feelings or in communication with this person or with the relationship if we're talking about past. And it feels like in Capricorn season is when we actually have the clarity, the truth, the conversation, right, about that this what I've invested in is actually no longer good for me. Because the Devil is about addictions, codependencies, toxicity. Yeah, Ten of Swords is about ending this painful cycle that you've been in, whether that's with somebody else or not. I mean, it could also be like Capricorn seasons when like the divorce is finally final, or you're finally separating assets or something like that. Yeah, Strength card, Leo energy, lots of major arcana. The Strength card is about holding back. It's about willpower. It's about finding the strength within. I'm almost getting that maybe this person met somebody else while they were in a relationship, like met you. Keep saying somebody else. Why am I doing that? So we're talking about the other person. Yeah, they could be a father, single parent, or will be a single parent. But they could be married also. Yeah, Six of Swords, moving on. Yeah, someone is okay. So, I mean, someone is moving on from a long-term relationship, whether they were married or not. I feel like it started back in Cancer season, possibly. No, I mean, that's what I'm feeling. There was a small shift between Cancer and Sagittarius season, and they've had to wait. Like the Strength card to me feels like I've had the willpower to wait for the right time to end this, right? Because there's probably finances involved, like we saw it before in the other cards. Okay, so it feels like Capricorn season is when we're actually seeing shifts. And it was like maybe because they have kids together, or because it was such a long-term relationship, marriage, or just really committed, right? Long-term commitment, that that was why they had to wait to because this could also represent children, the pages. Oh, that one popped out. Please don't fall on the ground. Knight of Wands. Yeah, this is about going after what they desire. And it feels like you are who they desire. You may not know that this person, or maybe you did, or you just had no idea they felt this way about you. Yeah, like I feel like it's not just because this is about attraction, right? That chemistry that we saw in the first pile of cards, but there's actually feelings involved as well. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So this person is emotionally mature and ready to offer their cup of love. I feel like with this cup, yeah, see, even though they are walking away from another relationship, this singles, I feel like you need to hear that this person will be ready they will be emotionally ready, even though you might doubt it, because they're leaving another long-term relationship. Yeah, 8 of Swords. 8, 8, and 8 right here. 8s are about manifestation. There has been some mental entrapment because it's like, well, thinking, well, you haven't fully walked away, or you're walking away from a long-term relationship. That means that you're not ready, right? That's how you might feel about this person. Look at that. We have the Queen of Coins. But that's you. I feel like that the reason that you're feeling that way is because you're like, I'm not going to let anyone disrupt my stability. Yeah. And so they're saying also, like, the advice is like, just keep focusing on you and your stability. Don't worry. Like, this person just needs to like sort it out themselves, and like you don't need to get involved. Yeah, 3 of Wands. You just wait until they actually come into your life, or they're actually ready. Like, it's okay to have those standards and those boundaries as well. To be like, look, I'm not getting into anything until you are fully out of your last relationship, right? Until divorce is final, until you've moved out, until you've been on your, and until you're on your own, things like that. So they're advising you to have that mindset. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to look at the timeline. So we have spring, March, and November. So obviously, I mean, this could be November of next year. This could have been past November. I'm trying to remember. And then we have abundance and don't stop. Again, there's a lot with like money tied to this, whether that's like your abundance, their abundance, or both. It's like, continue to focus on your own abundance outside of a relationship, and they need to do that as well. And like, don't stop what you're doing just for another person, to wait for another person. Because it does feel like in March, you're going to see some kind of movement, right? Spring, March. And I feel like November was past energy, was like something had happened in November for them, or maybe for both of you, right? Maybe in the connection. I mean, if this is somebody who you know about, and you've already like had this truth, or that there's a connection, or and then perhaps you had, I don't want to say cut them off, but you kind of like said, no, you need to do this, this, and this, and I'm not going to be in a relationship with you. I'm not going to start anything with you until you're completely single, or you have tied up your loose ends, things like that. I feel like that happened in November. Or this could also represent November and next year, but I really feel like this is the past energy, because we were talking about Sagittarius season, right? I don't remember when is Sagittarius season in November. Yeah, it's the end of November, isn't it? Mm-mm. No, it's not. But I said in between then, right? It was in between Cancer season and Sagittarius season, which would have been November. Because I think Sagittarius starts in, oh my gosh, I'm blanking right now. December? No, ends in December. Wait, yeah. So November is Sagittarius season. See? My goodness. Okay. So they're saying, don't stop your life. Keep focusing on your abundance and keep moving forward. Like, even though this may be somebody that you really want to be with, or of this person already, or you meet this person and they're in a relationship, it's like they're saying there's potential here, but like you need to make sure that you focus on your abundance and stability outside of the connection, because that is going to help them do the same. So do not rescue them. Do not save them, right? Let them figure it out on their own, because that's theirs to wrap up before they get into another relationship. But once they do, I feel like they will be ready, but they'll be ready in the sense that they've put that to rest. But I think that they're still like, maybe still move slowly, as attracted as you are to this person, right? Because the 7 of Coins is also about tending to your garden, planning too. The 3 of Wands, as attracted to this person as you are, or them to you, or both, how much chemistry there is, you need to let it happen. With the temperance card, and we had that the alchemist and the chemistry card that came out earlier, is like there needs to be balance. So you need to just go with the flow of however things are happening. So you may go through periods where you guys don't talk, don't see each other, and you need to let that happen and not try to force it. So that is the advice for the situation, my singles. I hope that that was helpful. Now we're going to move on to couples. This is my couples here. I'm going to put this right there. All right. So if you are in a committed relationship with one person or with multiple people, that's entirely up to you how you're going to read this energy. But I'm mostly focusing on one person. We'll see if multiple people show up, then so be it. But this is if you're in a committed relationship with somebody. I'm saying at least 6 months or more, to where you guys are both, you're sure that you guys are both committed, and it is a serious relationship. So we're going to see, what is the next milestone? All right, we have damsel, healer, and child eternal. So this is their energy, remember. So we have between worlds. Yeah, look at that. Yang. Let me put this over there. Welcome the new relationship dynamics. So this person's going through a bit of a shift. Embrace the flow of life. Full moon in Gemini. That might be a significant time of the moon for you, or someone just has Gemini in their chart, or the full moons are significant. We have fortune, wheel of fortune, the 3 of cups, which is celebration, coming together with friends. We have engagement, let go of control issues, and retreat. Okay. Someone is needing to step into their masculine, or that's what they're doing. So someone might have been healing this, like the damsel is, that damsel in distress, like someone saved me kind of energy. But it's like their inner child felt like that. And they need to, or will be, or this is what they're going through right now, is that they need to learn how to heal themselves and not rely on other people, right? Because that's the 3 of cups. It's like, maybe this could also be maybe needing to go to counseling or therapy with another person for you guys, or this could be like they rely on a third party. They rely on something outside of them to do this. Welcome the new also to me felt like a child, like a baby, like perhaps you are welcoming a child into the world. And that's what's causing this for them. With the Wheel of Fortune, it's like it's time. It's the wheel is turning. It's time for this energy to shift. Or if you're trying to have a child, this might need to happen for them. They need to step more into their masculine energy to, instead of like letting themselves be the victim. So the relationship dynamic, I feel like, is changing for you guys to where maybe it's like you're stepping more into your feminine and they're stepping more into their masculine. And with the embrace the flow of life, it feels like you guys are learning how to go back and forth. Like sometimes they will need to be in their feminine and sometimes they'll need to be in their masculine. Doesn't matter primarily what they are in, usually, like how they identify, or you. Like we all have both and we all need to be able to tap into both, because sometimes we need to be in our masculine even though we're the feminine, and sometimes, it's a vice versa. They need to be in their feminine even when they're the masculine. However, I feel like for them, I'm just noticing like all the similar colors here. Damsel and healer, right? We have the orange here. All the similar colors. Yeah. So it's like, it's about healing this inner child part of them. Perhaps they've been going through that. And perhaps you've been kind of like their healer in a sense. But they need to learn how to do it on their own now, is really what I'm getting. Like that's the masculine, the yang energy. Taking action, Because if you're wanting this new, whatever the new is for you, like I was feeling like baby or like something like that, or so like, or maybe it's an engagement, getting married. Yeah, with the control issues too, like that it's like I'm feeling this like in passive aggressive way to control things, which is like this is to me the damsel of let go and control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. Like they subconsciously get into this like damsel in distress energy to where then you have to end up being the one who's in charge. And that's a way to control the situation because they don't know how to step up and do it. So then you end up having to be in your masculine, if that makes sense, if you're the feminine watching. So welcome the new. I feel like that's like either you are getting engaged, you are engaged, you're getting married, or you're welcoming a baby or something like that. With the it's time to disconnect from the world. I'm kind of feeling like this person needs to do some healing. Like maybe they need to go to counseling or therapy. Disconnect from what they believe everybody wants from them, and they need to step up into their who they're supposed to be in this relationship. Because that also too like feels like maybe they are very worried about what other people do and say and think. Maybe they're a people pleaser, I don't know. But they can easily almost like if they're a masculine, almost like emasculate themselves. But that's like a way to control the situation so that they don't have to step up and lead. I'm not making judgments, by the way, about whoever this is. I'm just reading the energy. And I feel like maybe for a long time, this worked for you guys, and that's not a bad thing. But I feel like if you're wanting to welcome this new energy, like whatever precipice you're on of like getting engaged, getting married, having a baby, you guys need to change the relationship dynamic to where nobody's in their damsel, everybody's responsible for themselves. This person needs to step up and take action and lead. Or maybe this could also be you needing them to allow them to. I feel like there's two parts to however something shows up. So it's like also perhaps it's like when they get into this damsel in distress, don't give into it. Don't try to control the situation by like don't not even control. Don't play into their control there, right? And it's like a subconscious thing because that's what children do. That's their child self. Inability to grow up and be responsible, extreme dependency on others for physical security. That's what the shadow side. So there needs to be some inner child healing on this person's part, or maybe both of you. But I'm just picking up on their energy. So, like, the way that you can, because it's not as easy to just like say this to somebody unless they're already aware of it. What you can do is don't play into the way they're trying to control the situation to get you into the masculine energy. Like, you need to stay in your feminine no matter how they show up. Even if that's meaning retreating, right? From each other for a moment when needing space from each other when this happens. Because you're right on the precipice of something happening for you guys, whatever it is that you're trying to make happen. Like I said, whether you're moving, whether you're getting engaged, getting married, having a baby, something like that, like those big milestones. And embrace the flow of life also is like that is being in your feminine energy. So make sure that you don't subconsciously drop into your masculine and start trying to control things too, like when they act this way, because that's their subconscious way of controlling the situation when they don't know how, making somebody else step into that role. I hope this is making sense. It feels confusing. I'm with the Wheel of Fortune also, it's like the wheel is turning, like good luck and good fortune is here for you guys. So you don't have to worry about something happening, but I think there just needs to be, like I said, maybe therapy, counseling, or like an honest conversation between you guys about what needs to happen in the relationship. But I also think it is a lot of subconscious energy. So I think for you, the person watching, you might have to be the one leading the change here by not playing into it, by noticing when they're subconsciously attempting to control the situation and you not allowing that to happen by not playing into it. But first you're going to have to get really clear on like when that's happening and what, and then holding your ground. All right, what else do we need to know about the situation for my couples? Four of Cups and Ace of Cups. Look at that. Six of Swords and Ten of Swords. This is about discontentment, not liking. So you need to be honest and about what you're not happy with in the relationship and move on from it. It's time to move on from it. And that means letting something die once and for all, letting a pattern that you guys have been going through once and for all die and end, right? And the Ace of Cups is about this renewal, this new beginning, this resurgence. You guys are welcoming a new cycle into your relationship, but there's some old patterns that need to go, and you may need support from an outside source in order to let these go. Page of Cups. This to me feels like child energy. I really feel like some of you want to have children or have children. Two of Swords and Eight of Cups. Whatever you've been haven't seen, you need to bring clarity to what you need to let go of or walk away from. And this can also be about communicating your feelings and communicating. Look at it, we have all swords and all cups. So communication about how you feel needs to happen. There needs to be talks about your feelings, talking about feelings for both of you. Five of Wands. I think someone is afraid of conflict. This can be about conflict, competition. You can't be afraid of the conflict. And that's why, my goodness, Five of Swords. Someone's afraid of getting manipulated. I mean, and perhaps there have been some instances where you felt like you maybe got somebody like, or this person. Because the Five of Swords is like winning at all costs, like getting into arguments and then arguing just to be right rather than actually like seeing what the issue is and getting on the same page about that, right? Whether that, maybe both of you could have done that. But the Lovers is about choosing, is about a choice. It's about what are we choosing? I mean, you guys always do come back to love, come back to each other, because I think this is a strong relationship. But I just feel like there are some patterns that need to be broken and changed. Okay, let's get a few more. So we have the Moon, that's our subconscious energy, and the Wheel of Fortune again. It can also represent the moon phases. We had the full moon in Gemini that came out for you and going with the flow. So this could be just going with the flow of life, of like the cycles that you guys are going through, and realizing that now is a time to change something. And there's no shame in needing support, right? Like maybe you guys haven't needed to go to counseling or therapy up until this point, but now maybe you do. And there's no shame there. I mean, there doesn't need to be shame in that, in needing help. Yeah, Page of Swords. This is about observation or studying, learning. I do feel like there's some learning that could happen in the relationship about each other and about, like what each other is going through right now. Yeah, Three of Swords, pain and heartbreak from the past. It could be that from past relationships or just fights that you guys have had that have hurt each other, or just childhood wounding as well. I mean, that came through. So like childhood healing, like I think there needs to be some learning more about each other, talking more to each other about our subconscious, like what's hidden underneath. Why do we do the things that we do in relationships? And it's most likely from childhood conditioning or trauma or wounding. Yeah, Two of Cups, the Hermit, the Knight of Swords, Five of Cups. Yeah, there needs to be some introspection, I think, on both people's parts about things that didn't work out in the past that maybe are causing you to maybe say or do things that are impulsive or a little reckless that can sometimes sabotage the connection. There's also Virgo energy, but yeah, I mean that's the message I'm getting. There needs to be some counseling, some therapy, some honest conversations with each other about like, or just like some introspection, like both. And in that retreat card, like I said, maybe you guys need to take a little time and space away from each other so that you guys can get clear on like, maybe you guys just had a fight, right? Maybe that's it too. Or you keep having the same fight over and over again. And it's like, okay, maybe you keep fighting about the same thing, but you never get to the bottom of like, what are we actually fighting about? And that's what you guys need to do. Like there's some pain, there's some heartbreak, there's some fear, there's something going on that needs to be addressed. And you guys got to get to the bottom of it, whether you do that with each other, on your own. I mean, I think it does need to happen on your own first and then with each other, whether you use an outside source. It seems like that might be helpful so that you guys don't end up just cycling through the same, because the Wheel of Fortune is about cycles as well. And so that's like, you don't want to keep cycling through the same thing over and over again. It's like the Ten of Swords is telling you it's time for something to end. This painful cycle of like how you guys communicate with each other, having the same fight over and over again. All right, so we have interesting. This is like significant timelines. You know what's interesting is we have 9, and I was talking about 9, a baby, and that happens in 9 months, right? So December 17th or December 9th could be relevant because we also have a year from now, which would be like around December of this coming year, right? Because this is like within this year. So they're saying like within this year, something is going to change. Like, and it's also like, what is this no card giving me? To me, the no feels like somebody setting boundaries. Like, no, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not, as in not leaving the relationship, but it's more so like, I'm not going to play into this anymore. It's like you might need to say no, or they might need to say no, or both of you do. You need to say no to this, whatever it is that's keeping you stuck in this pattern or cycle. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for my couples. Thank you for watching. I hope that was helpful. All right, we're going to move on to my situationships. Okay, so for my situationships, all right, so a situationship is if you are kind of talking to somebody, kind of dating somebody, maybe it's like you're in that in-between stage where you're not sure what it is yet, right? You're not sure how the other person feels. You haven't said, I love you. Maybe you've been just dating for like a month or two, or you've been talking for a few weeks or something like that. But there's no commitment yet. So that's the situationship. And you're just wondering what's going on with this person. So we're going to look at their energy. We have the engineer, the destroyer, and the messiah. Interesting. We have not for you and message in a bottle. These are both 6s. This is a 6 and this is a 1 plus 5 equals a 6. Emotions. Sentimental feelings, interesting, okay. Think it through, new moon in Gemini. The new moon in Gemini could be a significant time frame for you, or when the new moon is in Gemini, or it could just be the energy of the card, or someone could have Gemini in their chart, but it is think it through. We have the awakening card, which is the sun. We have the 8 of Wands, and then we have calling in your soulmate, romantic feelings, and honeymoon. All right. Calling in your soulmate feels like that energy. Romantic feelings definitely feels like sentimental feelings, and honeymoon. This to me feels like the sun card. Okay. So what is it that's not? So, the immediate reaction I feel obviously is like you might be feeling that this person is not for you, or they might be feeling that way, or you're questioning it, right? So here in the shadow attribute of the Messiah, it says exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. To me, that feels like this is the only person who can give this to me. This is the only person, right? So like we're picking up on their energy. I feel like they might believe like this is my person, even though there are signs. Message in a bottle is like getting an actual message. Maybe you've told this person, no, I don't want to be with you. I don't think that we would be good together. But this person has very strong feelings for you. With the destroyer, it says releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. It says intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. They might have actually, with that, they might have, this could be someone who might have hurt you already in the past, or who might have broken up with you, or it's been an on again, off again thing, right? But they do have feelings. They have strong romantic feelings for you, and it might have been through the separation that they realized that they did. So it says ability to give creative energy a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. The engineer to me feels like, okay, let's figure this out. Like what can we do differently next time? They honestly have prayed that you would give them another chance, and maybe you have, or you're thinking about it, and they've been like really visualizing bringing you guys back together, especially with that 8 of Wands, and maybe it did happen quickly too. And it's like thinking it through could also be like while they were, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. I don't know if that's like you guys having holiday time together. It could have been like honeymoon, like over the holidays they realized. And I feel like it's like with the departure, with like you guys not being together, they've had to think it through. And the awakening card is like having the awakening that, oh my God, this is the person that I want to be with. Even though they might have before destroyed the connection. Or they could also, I mean, this could also be the situationship. If we're thinking about the singles reading, you might want to go back and watch it if this resonates for you. But like they've had to destroy, maybe over the holidays, they've had to destroy something that wasn't for them. And they want to talk to you now about it because they've thought it through. And I think with the Messiah too, it's like they might have before thought that that other person was the only person in which they could find love with. Also, it says here reliance on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. They might have, yeah, not thought things fully through, or maybe that's what they didn't want to happen. They didn't want to be in their shadow, and like they understand the emotional consequences of what they did, or what they need to do, or what they are going to do. Yeah, so there's two different things coming through. Take it as it resonates for you. But they do have strong romantic feelings for you. And I mean, emotions and sentimental feelings means like they missed you, like, and especially if you had time apart from them, or like this could also represent a honeymoon stage, right? Wanting the honeymoon stage with you, or wanting to be in that stage with you, or missing that time as well. But it could also be because we just went through the holidays, is like they took that time to think it through and decided that something was not for them, and they destroyed something else so that they could be, because they have strong feelings for you, and they realized that they called you into their life because of, they just believe that you are their soulmate, and they might be coming quickly to communicate with you too. That's the Eight of Wands, especially with the message in a bottle. They want to communicate with you and tell you all this. All right, so let's get some tarot now. What more do we need to know about this situationship or pile, or this third pile, 11 romance? What do we need to know about this situationship and the next milestone? So the next milestone seems like it's a conversation or a revealing of feelings, or revealing of of feelings, basically, or what they've been up to. The Lovers, yeah, see the choice. There's a choice. And the Six of Cups, yeah. See, this is about nostalgia. This is about past life soulmates. Feeling like soulmate energy with somebody. And yeah, see with the Four of Cups too, and the Devil card right here, is like either in the past they could have been like, they could have rejected this with you because of their addictions, some whatever that is outside of them that they were bound to, whether it was like maybe another relationship, or an ex, or substances or something like that. They rejected it, and they were in their devil energy told them, no, I don't like this. But there's no denying that they want to choose you because they feel this past life soulmate energy with you. Okay, what else do we need to know about this situation? Oh, what is this card? The Knight of Cups. My God, I see someone's coming in to communicate with you, to offer their love to you. I'm going to put these over here like this. Somebody wants to come in, be the knight in shining armor, the knight on the white horse, and sweep you off your feet. The Nine of Swords. So there's anxiety and stress about it because I think they don't know how you're going to react, right? Especially if you guys have a past, you've been on again, off again, or this person left you or something like that. Then King of Wands. This could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be. But this is somebody who's confident. So even though they maybe lay awake at night worried about it, they are going to come in very confident. And also, I think maybe very in a sexual nature, like very much like, I'm very attracted to you. Or they're just going to have like, they're just going to be confident. They want to pursue you. They want to take action towards you. The Tower and the Fool. So the Tower is about, this could be about a sudden realization or sudden something happening. Maybe something happened in their life. Again, a divorce or a relationship that broke up. And then the Fool is like, this to me feels like being free to finally start over. So maybe they're finally free, and that's why they're coming in. Whatever they were free from, right? Could have been another relationship or just an addictive pattern of some sort. Yeah, see, Ace of Cups, like offering you, and they want to work. They want to like put work into this too. The Eight of, this could also be about maybe they did work on themselves. They've gone to therapy, or they've done some work on their self-love. They've been working on their own self-love, and that's why they're ready to offer this to you. Yeah, Temperance card. And then we have, here's the Four of Cups and the Devil again. this is what they had to work on. They've found balance to where they can actually accept love. See, yeah, the sun again. Did the sun come up in this one? No, or was it couples? I don't remember. Was it this one? No, it wasn't. Was it? Sorry, now I can't remember. I think it was in the other one. So before they rejected it because of their fear, I think that this is just their fear, but now they're open to it. They want to say yes to it. The Three of Cups. Three of Cups is about coming together and celebrating. This could be like maybe you guys are in the same social circle, or they just like really enjoy your company, or they want to spend some time with you first to see how it is before they offer this to you, right? They might ask you to go to like a party or a gathering or I don't know, something like that, or ask to take you out somewhere like more casual, more friendship vibes, just to feel out the energy. Five of Wands. This could be about competition. They're afraid you might have competition. That could be the Three of Cups as well. Maybe they're afraid that you have competition and they're coming and rushing in, or they hear about maybe you having competition. Yeah, the Three of Wands. So they're like planning, like, well, what do? I got to figure out what to do because I don't want to lose this person. Eight of Swords. This feeling trapped, feeling stuck in their head. Why is that? That is what they stay awake at night thinking about, and it keeps them kind of stuck from moving forward or saying anything because they're afraid, they don't know, and they just really don't want to be rejected. Four of Swords is about taking a break, meditating, resting your mind. Again, that was that like taking a break. The honeymoon card that came through. Yeah, the Hierophant. This is about maybe getting advice from somebody. It's also about staying committed, like, or this is also like their higher self, like they're asking for guidance from their higher self, right? They're meditating, they're trying to get some answers when they start to feel stuck in their head about this. Yeah, Six of Coins, to get more balanced. I think they're also trying to work on their stability, so that they can have enough to give and receive in equal balance. Okay, just give me like a couple more. The 10 of Cups, my goodness. 10 of Cups. Yeah, this is like happy home life. This is completion, emotional fulfillment. Reaching that milestone. Yeah, the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Swords. I mean, this is a very sexual energy, but this is also someone coming, riding in again on their horse. I mean, he's not on a horse, but to communicate and to maybe it's what they're communicating is like, I love you. I want to have a family with you. I want to be with you. Like, I don't know. Let's get the timeline. Let's see what timeline is. Thursday, Saturday, and yes, look at that. Oh my goodness. The situation will improve and ask your angels. So this coming up Saturday, this coming up Thursday, you could see movement. The answer is going to be a yes. Like, yeah, like I think you might say yes to this person. It seems like maybe you want to be with this person also. But also it's like if you're doubting things, ask your angels how to improve the situation too. That could also be like what they're doing as well. You might be mirroring each other. Because I think you want this to happen. It feels like you really do want this to happen, and the other person does too. But so, like, if you are feeling worried, because I think maybe, again, I feel like you're mirroring each other. A lot of the energy that was coming through was also your energy, what I was saying about them. Because, like, maybe you get stuck in your head and you're worried that they have competition, that they're with somebody else, and they're worrying about the same thing. And yeah, I feel like maybe you guys just like run in the same social circle, or maybe you hear about something or they hear about something. I feel like maybe they hear about something about you possibly moving on or being with somebody else, and that kind of gets them kicking into high gear to come forward because they don't want to lose you. So yeah, that's what I got for my situationships. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you would like your own reading with me, that information is below. Follow me on Instagram at Bethany Empowers or Bethany Empowers Tarot. Don't forget to like and subscribe here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. If you have any questions or comments, leave a comment down below. You can also email me. That information is in the description box. And I will see you guys again soon. All right, bye.